Welcome to Let's Go to the Movie. I'm Mark One Movie Talk, and it's time to do the top movies of 2018. The top 10. Hey, the best of the best, as far as I'm concerned. All right. So, hey, we want this to not be a long video, so we're going to get on with it. All right. We're going to start off first with the honorable mention of the top movies of the 2018. So we're gonna start off with number 3 honorable mention is Venom. I know this movie got a lot of hate, but I sat down and watched it with my son. You know, we watched it and he said, "Hey man, it's pretty good." And hey, it's not as bad as people say. It's really not. I just think it just got a lot of hate. Well, that's a totally different video. Anyway, moving on. Number 2 on the honorable mention list is Rampage. I thought Rampage was pretty fun. I didn't have any real problems with it. Thought it probably should have done better than what it actually did. Financially, but hey, it is what it is. And number 1 honorable mention is one of the best movies of the year, but hey, I just couldn't get it in the top 10. But it was Batman Gotham by Gaslight. Yeah, that's right. An animated film made the top honorable list. And you know what? I would have loved to see this in live action, but that was a good movie. All right, now moving on to the top 10. These are the 10 best movies of 2018. We're going to start off with, yeah, that's right, The Rock Johnson. Or should I say, Skyscraper. Now, I only heard like 1 or 2 negative comments about that movie. I had to watch it a couple of times because my focus wasn't quite on the movie. And, you know, I thought it was pretty cool. It had a lot of action in it. And, you know, I didn't have no issues with it. It was pretty much a guy trying to make his way through a skyscraper. Hey, it is what it is. But I thought it was cool. It's not what I would call one of his best movies, but it's pretty good. Number 9 is I guess you can call a personal favorite, but I'm gonna tell you what, I enjoyed it. I think it's one of the best movies about this group, called The Suicide Squad. That's right, Hell to Pay. And man, did they. I'm gonna tell you what, man, if you are in the DC and we talking about unloading the library. We talk about digging deep into the library of the DC comics. I'm gonna tell you, a Suicide Squad, they dug deep, man. They had some villains in that I ain't seen in a long time, hadn't read about in a long time. They had some villains in that one, and it was a lot, man. It was a lot in that movie going on. Anyway, moving on to number 8 is also a personal favorite. Let me tell you what. Last year, I was really upset with her movie, Jennifer Lawrence movie, but this year she brought it back home in a movie called Red Sparrow, which could have easily been bought by Disney and used as the origin story for Black Widow, but they didn't do it. Anyway, the Red Sparrow, about how they was training they female secret agents. Well, mostly female. They had a few guys in there too, but how they was training them in Russia. And hey man, it's awesome. I mean, this is a definite different side of Jennifer Lawrence that I thought I would never see, and I really enjoyed that movie. And moving up to number 7, which was a subject that I've read about a couple of times and I saw a couple of times on the screen, but this version of it was really good. It's called The Death of Superman. If you know that storyline with the Doomsday and the Justice League and so on and so forth, The Death of Superman is a movie to see. And I think, from what I've heard, they're gonna re-release this movie because it was like straight to DVD. They're gonna actually have it at the big screen along with the movie that is the sequel to this. So I think that's gonna be cool. I just have to figure out, when, where, and so on and so forth. But it's Death of Superman. It's based off of their current New 52 universe in the animation, and hey, it's pretty good. And to me, I think DC done a heck of a job this year on their animation. 3 movies that made my top best movies of the year. Hey, it is what it is. All right, number 6, another movie that I enjoy and I've seen several times that got a lot of hate, but it was The Predator. And I'm gonna tell you what, man. Every time people critique this movie, I just tune them out, man, because there's nothing wrong with this movie. It ain't Predator, the original Predator. It's nothing like that. It's a combination of different things, just like genres. I never could say that word properly, but they gave you a little bit of the first Predator, then they give you a little feel of the second Predator and all the other things that they done before, So it's a mixed bag, but it's done well. The acting was, and some silliness in it, and a lot of seriousness in it, a lot of alien body count. love that Predator body count, boy. So hey, I ain't had no problem with it. I liked it. I thought it was cool. Other people didn't like it. Don't care. This is my list, not theirs. All right. Also, moving up to number 5, we have Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them: The Crimes of Grindelwald. Hey, man, Johnny Depp is back. He's a little bit different compared to the way I like to see Johnny Depp, but hey, this shows that he can play more serious roles, and he's the villain. But the way they write the guy, they kind of like, yeah, he's the villain, but he's really the villain. It's like he doesn't feel like a straight villain. I'm just gonna start killing people. But that could just be his way of manipulating people. We don't know. They didn't go all the way through his arc, because I'm pretty sure they got more to throw in there in the next installment. And my boy, what's his name? New Flash. The Miller kid. Hey, he's a pretty good actor. He's pretty good. I like him. I got to see my girl Tina again. Ain't seen you since the last movie, girl. Where you been? And you know what? Newt Scamander is definitely a different breed of Harry Potter hero. And hey, I enjoyed the movie. One or two rough cuts in there, when they went from one to the other, and I was like, I sure hope people didn't notice that. But other than that, I ain't had no problem with it. I enjoyed it. I had fun. Moving on. All right, number 4. Now we got into the number 4 on the list is the first Purge. I couldn't believe it. I didn't even know it was out. I was just flipping looking for movies, and I saw, wait a minute, really? The first Purge? Hey, let's check this out. Let's check out how they gonna do a prequel to the Purging. And hey, it was pretty good. I enjoyed it. There was a lot of running around. There's a lot of moving parts to this movie, and the way that they was able to sell to the people within the franchise that the Purge is the way to go. So hey, it's something. But hey, it's good. It's good. I enjoyed it. It was good. I'm hoping that they continue this the Purges. I'm enjoying this franchise. I really am. I don't know why. It's just something about it. All right, and now we're moving into number 3. I'm gonna tell you what, number 3 is a shocker to me. That not only it made the list, that it's this high. I didn't want to see it. Cause I don't catch every movie that come out. I watch a lot of movies. I don't watch every movie that come out. And this was not on my to watch list because, for the most part, I don't too much care for these types of movies. But it's The Meg, and it's a shark movie, and I'm not a shark movie person. Usually I'm not into the shark movie, but The Meg was pretty good. And you know what? It sold me from the beginning. When that guy came to that rig, and he was meeting the Chinese family, and he was trying to speak in Chinese, and then the mother said something, and he was like, "What?" And then the little girl said something, and then he looked at her and she smiled. Man, I said, this is gonna be a fun movie. So they had me from the beginning, and like I said, normally I don't like shark movies. I really don't like Statham as an action hero. He's not my favorite character actor when it comes to action movies. But I thought it was a good movie. It served the purpose as far as getting people ready for underwater action that was to come later in 2018. And number 2, I'm gonna tell you what, I know a lot of people there was some hate on this movie, but I couldn't not get enough of this movie. When that movie first came out, I think I seen it like 20 times. I hadn't watched it in a while, but when it first came out, it was like I just kept watching the movie over and over and over and over again. And it didn't even come out, and it came out on Netflix. Is the Cloverfield Paradox, and I thought this movie was like one of the best, and I will argue with anyone on this one. You can throw any other name you want to, and I'm gonna throw this movie in. And I say, you know what? The Cloverfield Paradox is a really good movie. in the discussion, I don't even want to argue with you no more. And it showed some things that I hadn't seen. Either I hadn't seen before or I hadn't seen in a while, and the way they fit it into their universe, their cinematic universe, I thought it was cool. So, moving on to the 2018 champion, the best movie of the year, the greatest movie ever made. Well, okay, the greatest superhero movie ever made. I give you that one. That's right, The King of the Sea, Aquaman. The movie I've been waiting on since 1970 something. When I came home as a kid, and I'm like, what is going on, man? Superman, I love that movie. And I'm like, if I ever gonna see a Aquaman movie, a Batman movie, or a Wonder Woman movie? And finally, they finally got me an Aquaman movie. So, and I loved every second, every minute. And you know what? You critics on Rotten Tomatoes, you can go kick rocks. And hey, the Oscars, you can go kick rocks. And you can call me a fanboy if you want to. I don't care. Don't hurt my feelings. I'm not trying to impress nobody anyway. I told you, this is my list. If you don't like my list, go make your own. This is what I enjoyed 2018. And believe me when I say Aquaman was on the top of that list. And for the rest of these movies, they was also on the list. So until the next episode, hey, we'll catch you later. You have a good one.